What's good with y'all, man? So how to become the man women chase. This is possible. There's an avenue for a man to win. I want to get that. We got to lay that foundation right now. You know, there's some non-believers sometimes that watch these videos. There's some non-believers in themselves even. That's what I mean. They don't believe in themselves. A lot of guys don't believe in their ability. And I'm here to speak some facts on that, some truth on that. As long as you're willing to put in the work, the grind, you can transform yourself as a man. All right. There's no limit. You set your own limit. All right. So every man has the ability to become a more valuable man in some way, shape, or form. And at the same time, you can attract a favorable situation, even in the dating scene today. You know, I hear a lot from guys. It's a lot of guys complaining that there's, it's too many hoes. Hey, rain, sleet, or snow, these hoes shaking ass for sure. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, guys. There's times where you want to have fun. There's times where you want to be with a vixen. There's times you want to be with the bad girl, the good girl, the nice girl. There's all different kinds of them. Why don't you try to experience all of them, bro? Why don't you just enjoy life on your terms? And when you have the time, the leisure, you insert and you play around with what you want to play around. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's no big deal. Don't make it such a hassle. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I've worked one-on-one with guys and their driving factor was simply to attract more higher quality women. And it was a great driving factor. I don't want to even make it seem like that was just number one, because typically these guys, their number one is their grind. But a lot of times the missing aspect is, some cooperative pussy. And that's fine. That's fine. Cooperative women and wanting to have just good feminine energy around you from a woman, that is perfectly fine when you focus on your grind first. Now, there are certain aspects of your grind that we must fine tune. You cannot be a one-trick pony. You can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You should be a jack of all trades, master of all, because there are 5 aspects that as a man, as long as you get hold of these 5 aspects, you can be one of these guys that win. I promise you. Now, we already know the looks, money, status. On top of that, I'm throwing on 2 more. All right. Now, inside of looks, there could be room for your physique, but I'm making that a separate thing. Okay, I'm making that a separate thing. There's a lot of guys out here that they might not look the best and blah, blah, blah. That's fine, but their physique is on fucking point. Any and every man can do this. You just don't believe in yourself yet. Last but definitely not least, this is most likely the most important one, because this, coupled with any one of these 4, looks, money, status, physique, right? You become a game changer. That is your glow up. That is where you enter into a different bracket as a man. Because once you get that mental and mouthpiece together, I'm making that one category because it really is. You got to have the mouthpiece in order to seduce women and talk to them the correct way. You got to have the mental together to be able to talk to them and mingle with them without putting yourself in the friend zone, letting this small talk run on to a platonic level. And, now you're finessing your way out of pussy. That is the most important aspect. That is the most important aspect. Because guys ask me all the time, well, MJ, what about Bob down here? What about Billy over here? And he's not a looker. He don't look like nobody. And he had a shape too, MJ, but he with a bad chick. You know what the 2 categories he most likely has? He has his mental / mouthpiece in check. Plenty of fat Casanovas out here. And he probably has the money, right? See, some guys can have the physique and they can have the money, or they can have the status and the physique, or they can have the money and the status, or they can have the looks and the money, but still be beta males, still be getting played, still having half of their shit taken by these women, still having just getting finessed. You know what I'm saying? Getting fleeced by these bitches. Why is that always happening? It's that last one, bro. It's that last one. If you don't have that, I'm telling you, you will be out here getting played by women because they have a way better aspect of throwing that emotion into there. And then all of a sudden, there's just so much manipulation that goes in with that. You know, and it's all in their favor. They're used to this kind of stuff. They're used to the mental game and the roller coaster. Your job as a man is to not hop on that kind of stuff. Your job as a man is to be aware of that so you don't fall for it. As long as you don't fall for it, bro, now let the W's enter the chat of your motherfucking life. What you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? When you have that last aspect together, all you need is one of the other ones, really. Now, like I said, you don't want to be a jack of all trades, master or none. But if you had all 5 of these on point, or if you had 4 of them on point, or 3, why not? Why not? Why aren't you getting in the gym? Why don't you want to have a transformation, bro? The glow up is real. I tell you guys that the glow up is real. It's still evident today. If anything, modern feminism in the situation today is just making it more favorable for men that want to go out here and grind to win. That's all this is doing, is separating the guys that really want to make shit happen for themselves from the guys that don't. And at this point in time, you have the ability to facilitate winning into your life. Take it right now, because I'm telling you, if you don't do it right now, if you don't start right now, you're just holding yourself back and you're putting it off later and later. As time goes on and you're missing out on creating more value for yourself, unfortunate to say, you're just making it worse for yourself. And that's the truth. Men must focus on becoming more valuable. And like I said, you know, we got some people that, but it's not always about women. I'm not saying it's always about women, but when you make time for women, when you have time for them and you're dealing with them, what are you just not gonna have any pussy at all for the rest of your life, bro? Or do you want to have cooperative women? Do you want to have good enjoyment with women? Do you want to enjoy the dating scene today? Because you're still able to. You know, it just takes more clarity. It takes more drive. It takes you wanting to transform yourself, bro. I'm just saying, you got to want to transform yourself. You have to want to elevate. You got to stop playing games with your life, man. Okay, you can still win out here. Stop denying yourself. You're denying your future self. You're denying your legacy. Your whole family line was waiting for a guy like you, and you're denying that because you don't want to go out here and change yourself or learn something new or invest in yourself, or you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to make things happen. If you've been doing the same thing on repeat and you haven't had any other results, you are categorized as insane if you continue to try that same thing. If you want different results, you got to try something new. You have to go about a new process, a different process. That's what you must do. That's what you must do. You know, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like I said, the winners they're going to show themselves. They're going to show up. The winners are going to show up, bro. And you become a guy who's willing to show up and bro, the driving factor, whatever driving factor you have as a man to want to get better, that's fine. Just show up. Just be willing to put in the work, bro. Be willing to put in the work, because it doesn't stop. Now you start to attract these women, and you winning, and you do like, oh, okay, cool. I got this situation going on here. Got the situation going. My client's always winning, bro. My guys are always winning. And the battle don't stop. It just continues to revolve. At the same time, it's losers out here that's stuck in their rut, and they want to continue to revolve on that kind of cycle of just losing. Why you want to stack L's up and not turn them into learning lessons, so then you can transform those into dubs, into W's? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Don't live by excuses, man. All right? You can become a more valuable man. You just got to be willing to put in the work. And every man can take his life to the next level, bro. You just need the right guidance at times, and you gotta want to hold yourself accountable. We can't be women out here deflecting accountability. You're a man for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So let's make shit happen, bro. Let's continue to win one of these 5 areas. If you know you can work on, okay, let's work then. Let's work.
We locked in on this shit. We focus. We start at zero every day. But we go from zero to hero every fucking day, bro. We go from zero to hero every fucking day, though. That's how I like to keep it, man. That should keep you ambitious. How much did I achieve today? How much did I make today? How much did I do today? You just keep stacking them days, bro. Stack them days up. Stack them days up, kings. Stack them up, G. You know what I'm saying? We just keep winning.